Hi everybody, it's Petra again. Thank you for joining me for another video. I'm using Cocoa Vanilla, a Boys Rule collection. And as you know, I love Cocoa Vanilla, so I'm trying to use the collection for the most part. And I'm using a leftover paper and I'm tearing it up to get a white strip. And this time I want just a paper, not a white layer, so I'm tearing it the other way around, if you get my drift. So I'm getting that strip, and I decide that I want to give a little tear in the upper part as well. And I've printed out a photo of our boy when he was about 5 years old, I think. And we were just getting a nice summer walk, and I think the photo matches the paper quite nicely with the green grass and his striped shirt he has on. So normally I don't look at photos and matching paper, but this time I thought, oh, this turns out pretty well. So I got my watercolors out, and I'm using the wrapping technique, and I'm using a vibrant green, and later on I'm using some orange. And I've prepped that white cardstock with some clear gesso, so it won't curl up as much as you normally would get when you use wets on your cardstock. And what I do later on is, when everything is dry and still a bit wobbly, I simply iron my paper with a piece of baking paper between my iron and the paper. And that flattens it out quite nicely. So here I'm watering down some orange watercolors, and I'm again using the wrapping technique, and I'm going to do some splattering later on. And I'm using Gansai Tembi watercolors. I like them very much. They have very high pigment and are very easy to use. So here I'm splattering some orange, and I think that's about it. So I've dried it with my heat gun later on, and I really like the orange and the green combination. I don't think I've ever used orange and green before, so it's a first. So here I'm lining up that green paper, and I decide to back it up with a leftover piece that I tore from the original paper, and I decide to get the stripes horizontally so they match the shirt. At first I wanted to get them vertically, but I thought horizontally would be a better option. So I'm deciding to glue the part down. You have to make that decision at some point. So here it is. And I fixed my earthquake problem with the last video I had. So now when I'm taping, I don't get earthquakes anymore. So, and but still the lighting is a bit off. So I'm still trying to convince my husband to get a 3000 watt industrial light or something. So, but I've got a very small scrap room, and I don't have a lot of room for those umbrella lights, and so I have to do it with my tiny daylight and my mobile phone. But it works. So here I'm matting my photo with a cutout Project Life card, also from this collection. And as you know, I like to rough up the edges just with my normal scissors. I don't have any fancy distress tools or anything. For me, a scissor works just fine. So I'm just not really sure what I do with that frame, but then I decided that it would look nice if I put it behind the photo and get another frame and just use it as some kind of waterfall dropping down kind of embellishment. So the great thing about this collection is that everything really matches, and the tones are so great. It's a bit green, a bit aqua, and really my colors. And finally, a brand that makes really good boy and man collections. So, and now, don't laugh, I'm trying to glue down my photo on that frame. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm really messing around with it. I don't know, it was, I really thought to myself, what are you doing? It could have been way more simpler, but hey, why make it simple if you can make it hard for yourself? And this is one of those moments. But okay, it got glued down eventually, but I was really, well, not the most clever way to do it. But anyways, I never cut those parts out because I'm always wondering if somebody else has got those moments too. So if you're wondering if somebody else has got moments, well, I have them, plenty of them. I'm also a very talented upside down gluer. When I'm making a card or something, it won't be the first time that I glued everything upside down. So I have my moments. So here I'm just gluing down those frames and that little banner tag thingy. And I decided that I wanted to use some clear stickers, and I love those clear stickers because they're just fun, you know, and they again match that green and orange really well. So I'm using some small stars just to give a bit more accent to that mixed media part there. Then I decided to add some little words, and I love those little phrases and little words. I use them all the time. It just gives so many nice details to your page, and well, I know they're basically almost the same, like totally and lovely and memory and family and together, but hey, I love it. So the clear sticker sheet also has that totally awesome title words, and I thought that matched perfectly. So why bother with some alphabet stickers when you have such great words in your clear sticker set? So the title is going to be totally awesome. And I decided I wanted to use that small card also, so I decided to cut it up and get enough part of it on the bottom and the other half on the upper corner, the opposite upper corner. And well, it's about finished, so you know me, a layout isn't finished if it hasn't got any lines around it. So again, I'm simply drawing by hand with just a regular fine liner to finish up this layout. And it was well, it was a fun layout, and I really liked how it turned out. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get some inspiration from it. Please let me know if you have any questions, and hope to see you in the next vid. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.